Welcome to Inspiring Narratives, your favorite channel for uplifting stories, renewed hope, and cultivating a deeper connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Discover with me how turning to Allah can lead you to amazing changes in your life. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are back with another uplifting story that will, by the grace of Allah, strengthen your faith and renew your hope, inshallah. If you enjoy these stories, don't forget to like the video. May Allah bless you. Get yourself your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's get started with today's story. Our sister says, I would like to share with you my story and my glad tidings through the blessings of sending prayers upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I have a younger brother, around 21 years old. Like many young men, he didn't pray, had dropped out of school, and was difficult to deal with, always moody and stubborn. One day, I spoke to him about his studies, his prayers, and many other things, and he got angry with me. It turned into an argument between us, and after that, I cut off communications with him completely. He too stopped talking to me. Even though we lived in the same house, our relationship was practically over. One day, I heard a girl talking about the virtue of sending salawat, prayers upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She had started a challenge to send 5,000 salawat using the short form. I thought to myself, why not? I wanted to start too. At first, my intention wasn't to reconcile with my brother. I just wanted to change certain things in my life that felt stuck or blocked. So I made my intention sincerely and began. I took my prayer beads and started reciting. On the first day, I couldn't go beyond 1,000, but I continued for about 3 days. On the morning of the third day, I was in my room doing some household chores when all of a sudden my brother came in a way that honestly felt as if someone had pushed him in or brought him into me. He closed the door and said to me, I'm sorry for everything I said. I didn't know what I was doing. Everything you said was right, all of it. He told me I will cut off these bad friends. I won't go sit in cafes again. You opened my eyes to so many things. Please guide me on what to do next. I want to start, a fresh new start. Subhanallah, I was stunned. I said, Alhamdulillah wa shukri lillah. Praise and thanks be to Allah. Inside, I felt a deep certainty that this happened by the blessings of salawat ala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Truly, from that day, his state completely changed and I was amazed. But the most astonishing part is what happened next with this same brother regarding prayer. He hadn't prayed in a very long time, completely disconnected from salah. My mother used to cry often, praying and pleading to Allah that he returns to prayer. She would say, until when will he remain like this? I told her, inshallah, he will change. Just keep praying, making dua and sending salawat upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. I advised her to use Salat al-Ibrahimiyya form. So one night she prayed Asha, and before getting up she sat and prayed 2 extra rak'at. Then began sending salawat using the Salat al-Ibrahimiyya form. She was tired, so she didn't spend long at it, and then she slept. The next morning, everything seemed normal, until the adhan for Dhuhr came. Suddenly, my brother went to make wudu, put on his thawb, and stood for prayer. We were all stunned. My mother, my siblings, my father, everyone. We asked each other what happened. Later, my mother asked him, what made you get up to pray today? He said, Mum, can I ask you something? Did you come near me last night, or did Dad? She said, no. He said, by Allah, as Fajr time was approaching, I wasn't asleep because there were some noisy young men outside the house who woke me up. I stayed lying down when I suddenly felt someone very close to my head, right behind me, raising his hands and making dua continuously. I thought it was Dad and didn't want to scare him, so I pretended to stay asleep. The person kept making dua non-stop. I couldn't hear the words, but I felt the supplication. I began to feel a deep fear and awe in my heart. When he finished, I fell asleep, and when I woke up, I heard the adhan for Fajr. He said I couldn't stay lying down for even one more second. I got up immediately, made wudu and prayed. When my mother told him that it wasn't Dad and swore that his father hadn't moved because he actually woke up late that day, my brother was shaken. He said, "By Allah, I will never leave prayer again after what I experienced and what I felt that night." Subhanallah. We were all amazed. Truly, Allah's command is near. And when He wills something, He simply says, "Be," and it is. And what's even more amazing is that my mother used to always make this exact dua. "Oh Allah, send one of your soldiers to wake my son for prayer. Someone who will remind him or give him a vision or something powerful to bring him back to the right path." And that's exactly what happened. As for me, I've had many remarkable experiences with salawat ala nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, especially the salat al-Ibrahimiyya. But even the simple form brings blessings. One of the most significant for me is related to my business. I had a business that had been stagnant since 2020. And when I restarted it, it just wouldn't move. No sales, no progress, even though the products were beautifully made. I thought maybe my work was worthless. Maybe people just didn't care. But during these very same days, the days when the story with my brother happened, as I became consistent in sending salawat upon the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, suddenly I started getting sales from places I could never have imagined. By Allah, I cried and made sujood in gratitude. I had nearly given up on this business, not on Allah's mercy, but on the business itself, and I was about to close it down and start something new. But subhanallah, He revives the dead bones and gives life where there was none. Allah revived my business after its death by His mercy, and I know in my heart it was through the blessings of salawat ala nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. All praise and thanks be to Allah, always. Allahumma barik. Such a beautiful story. That's a wrap, guys, for today. Remember, guiding others to goodness earns the same reward as doing good yourself. So don't forget to share this video with those you care about most. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.